Welcome to Sacred Hearts Parish. As we prepare to reopen our parish in phases, we want to share some procedures that will keep you and those around you safe during Mass. Please remember that Cardinal O'Malley has extended the Mass dispensation indefinitely, so if you fall into an at-risk category or do not feel comfortable joining us at this time at church, please consider taking part in our Sacred Hearts online liturgical celebrations or the Masses offered on Boston Catholic TV. For those who will join us at Sacred Hearts Parish, we offer these safety suggestions and procedures. Before you arrive for Mass, we ask that you wash your hands for 20 seconds at home. For those who are 5 years old and up, face coverings are required while on church property and during Mass. Please consider bringing your own hand sanitizer that you can use during Mass, especially immediately prior to communion. Please do not bring any items that contain bleach, as this will damage the pews. When you arrive at church, if you are 5 and up, please place your mask over your face as you are exiting your vehicle. Please arrive 15 to 20 minutes before Mass so that you have time to enter the church and be seated by our ushers. Our parish staff and ushers will seat everyone, mindful of social distancing requirements. Members of a single household may sit together. When you enter church, you will see that we have marked off benches to be closed and not used, so as to assure safe social distancing. The benches on the right side of the main part of the church will not be used. You may be sharing a pew with another individual or individuals. However, a social distance of 6 feet is required between individuals and households. This has been anticipated and will be respected. Please keep your face mask on for the duration of the liturgy. There is to be no physical contact between households at the sign of peace, nor will there be holding of hands during the Lord's Prayer. Baskets will not be passed during the offertory. You will be able to place your weekly offering in a basket as you exit the church. However, we strongly encourage online giving, which is easily available on the parish website. Cardinal O'Malley has mandated that communion is not to be offered on the tongue under any circumstance for the time being. The precious blood will not be offered to the congregation. The use of personal hand sanitizer before communion is strongly encouraged. There will be a single communion station in the front of the main altar. Ushers will invite parishioners to go to communion one section at a time and bench by bench. In order to facilitate movement, we ask that everyone in the bench join in the communion line, including anyone who may not be receiving communion. In this way, the flow will be from the bench to a single line toward the communion station, and then return to the bench by the opposite side aisle. Please maintain social distance between you and the communicants in front of you and behind you. Parish staff and ushers will facilitate this process. When you step up to the priest to receive communion, please keep your mask on. After the priest has offered you communion in the hand, step to the side, remove your mask, and receive the precious body of Christ. After you have received the Eucharist, put your mask back on and return to your seat by the side aisle. After the final blessing, parishioners will be invited to be seated. Parish staff and ushers will dismiss pews in an orderly fashion, starting from the rear of the church. Those in the section closest to the ramp will be invited to leave via the ramp door. Those in the choir section will be invited to leave via the side door and down the stairs. Those in the center section will be invited to leave via the rear right door. You must exit your pew when prompted. Private prayer is not available after Sunday Masses to allow the church to be reset and disinfected for the next Mass. You can drop your weekly offering in the designated baskets as you leave. Clergy will not shake hands at the doors, but will be present to wave to you and wish you well as you depart. Please do not congregate outside, but head directly to your vehicle to allow the next Mass to start on time. We will continue to implement cleanliness and sanitization practices, including cleaning pews and all common spaces regularly. Disinfecting bathrooms, door handles, and other frequently touched surfaces occur throughout the day. These areas will also be cleaned after every Mass. Parish staff and volunteers are required to wear face masks, wash their hands, and be screened for COVID-19 symptoms. You are reminded to follow CDC recommendations regarding your own health. If you fall into an at-risk category, please stay at home and join us for our online liturgical celebrations.